Hey everyone. I just want to wish you a very, very happy new year. Obviously, the end of the year is fast approaching here in hours. Actually, it's already ended in some parts of the world. Crazy to think about. Um, but yeah, it's just obviously a time for reflection too, and a lot of those things. And so I just wanted to take a few moments and give thanks to a few people in particular, especially that have impacted me this year, and also just to give a little bit of an update and a challenge a little bit. But and it all kind of ties together. So um, one of the things that obviously matters most in life are relationships, and it's crazy to think how relationships can um how they can impact even years later and different spots in life and such. But this year, going back to kind of where things are at. So I started off the year up in Massillon, Ohio. I was youth pastor at Grace Bible Church of Massillon. Just amazing pastor there and people, and I definitely miss them a lot. Youth group, students there. Like there's a yeah, hopefully get back up there soon to visit. Um, but a couple of the people that impacted me a lot that built a relationship with. There's a couple different spots, but Nick and Janet Barkus. First, I want to start with you guys. Thank you guys so much for just your friendship, letting me stay at Martin's house. That was a huge blessing, and um, made life there easier, obviously. And Nick, especially, I just want to thank you for your friendship. Your wisdom and just going out and your adventurous spirit too, and wanting to go take pictures and explore and do some of those kinds of things. And I really do miss that a lot. Had a lot of fun time, and hopefully we'll be able to get together again here soon in the coming months, and at least for a day trip. I don't know. I'll go up there and we'll go explore and take some more pictures and stuff. But yeah, that was a awesome bit of time. And then in the midst of that, I was having some kind of car craziness. And this is where it's crazy to see the direction of relationships in life too. So several years ago, 20 years ago, I was at Grace Bible College at the time. Now it's Grace Christian University. If you want a good college to look at, I definitely recommend Grace Christian University. Um, but I was working with a youth group at Rush Creek Bible Church. And one of the students that I ended up getting to work with, he was going into seventh grade, I believe, at the time. But it was Nathan Rosema. And just got to know him over the years and just invest in building that relationship and hopefully helping him get to know, God better and build that relationship with Jesus better. And just get to be good friends though, even though I was a leader, volunteer leader at the time there, and but just got to know Nathan and see him grow over the years, and then during the course of life, just where God was taking him and his heart for missions and aviation and some different things there. Um, well, he ended up a few years ago marrying this awesome, amazing Larissa, and they now have a couple kids and such. And God is taken them in a different direction. For those who don't know and want to know more about them, God's doing some amazing things in their life, and you can partner with them in that. But I can't share what they're doing here on this video. So message me if you want to know more. But Nathan and Larissa, if you're watching this, um, thank you so much for the completely unexpected gift of the van. For those that don't know, I've had car issues and everything else, and they were going in a direction where they didn't need their van anymore. And they could have sold it, done a lot of things, in that with it, but they ended up giving me their van, which was very humbling and a huge blessing. Um, and but I think it just exemplifies to the heart of Nathan and Larissa and what they're doing and serving God where they are in the world. Um, but yeah, I thank you for that. That was huge in so many ways for me. Um, but I also just yeah, I think it just is a picture perfect example of what you guys live your life right now. Like the way that you've kind of sacrificed and given your life over to what God wants you to do. And even though some people probably think it's crazy, I think it's amazing. And again, for other people watching this video, if you'd like to know more about Nathan and Larissa and how they're serving God in the world, message me and I can get you connected to them and their ministry and what they're doing. But we just can't share it on this video because it's not in a shareable situation. So, in a public setting. So, yeah, that was crazy. And then thinking about 20 years ago, I was also friends with a couple amazing people. And there's kind of a brother, sister, and then a couple other people that are in the mix here, but Brandon and Heather Klein, and then Jake and Bridget Harmon, who Bridget is Brandon's sister, but just obviously, good friends with them. Well, then this year came up and I ended up just being impacted by both of them in just some awesome ways. I did some trips up to Michigan, and Jake and Bridget opened up their house, just let me stay there while I was there, and just blessed me in some amazing ways. And it was fun to catch up, spend time with you and your kids, and conversation and hanging out, and crawling through tunnels to help the kids have a good time at the playground even, and things like that. So that was huge. And then Brandon and Heather, it's been amazing to get down here and kind of reconnect and with our friendship and just with your kids, and kind of becoming a funkle uncle. It's been huge. I've loved it, every minute of it. It's been awesome. For those that don't know, Brandon and Heather, they have 6 kids, and they opened up their house to let me stay there for a month when I moved down to Georgia, and kind of getting settled in and getting a couple checks under me for some rent. But their son Toby gave up his room. Actually, Toby and Javen gave up their room, and to let me stay, and just that was very awesome and very humbling as well. But it's been such a pleasure to get down here and get involved with Woodstock Church Jasper, which is just a phenomenal church. But getting to spend time with you guys for Thanksgiving and Christmas and some of those as well has just been just awesome. I love your kids, love your family. Getting ready to go over to your house actually as I'm doing this video. But thank you guys. And I also want to thank and thankful for being able to be close to my sister again, who lives down here in Georgia, and my cousin Tanya and her husband and son. And it's been awesome to be able to reconnect and get to hang out with you guys, and look forward to that as well. But yeah, relationships are huge, whether it's with actual family or adopted family, and ultimately with Jesus Christ. Because so many of these relationships that I can think of, that I'm thankful for, that have impacted me, have also been revolved around the fact of people that love Jesus. People that I've been able to connect with and that have impacted me because of how God has impacted them. And I'm so thankful for that. And so I guess as we close out 2022 or 2021, going into 2022, I just really want to challenge you. If you don't have a relationship with Jesus Christ, I would love to challenge you to find out more about him and his love for you and what he did for you on the cross and rising again. If you have relationships I'm tired of talking a lot, but if you have questions about a relationship with him, and want to know more about God, Jesus, message me. Let me know. I would love to talk with you more about him. And if you have a relationship with Jesus, if that is a relationship that's impacted you, make it known. Make 2022 the year that people know Jesus through you, and that you impact their lives with the gospel. Life is short, as we've seen in just a lot of different ways, whether it's people have passed because of COVID or people have passed because of other issues. Life is short. people need to know Jesus before they leave this earth, because that's the only way to get to heaven. And more than that, people need to know Jesus while they're here, so that they know so that they can live a life of purpose that is in tune with the Creator, the one that made them and put them here. So again, if you know Jesus, share him, and not just with actions. Yes, your actions should match a life impacted by the gospel, but share the message. Look for opportunities to actually share the gospel, that God created them for a relationship with him, and that he died on the cross and rose again so that they could have forgiveness of sins and a relationship, and a hope for today and tomorrow. So relationships, 2022, make the most of them. Invest in people's lives. And you never know how it's going to impact you 20 years down the road even. So yeah, anyways, love y'all. I kind of rambled. You know what? It's me. I kind of have rabbit trail conversations anyways, for those that know me. So yeah, but I hope you guys all have a great new year. And yeah, I'll be talking to y'all soon.